Hi everyone, Michael Elliott here. Welcome to another edition of Between Two Mammoths. I'm out here on the Greenway, the King and Wheeling Quad, with senior biology major Stephanie Zovich. Stephanie is the Director of Operations for Amherst College Emergency Medical Services, otherwise known as ACEMS. Stephanie, thank you so much for being with me here in Between Two Mammoths.
Hi, thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Tell me a little bit about ACEMS. How long have you been around? What kinds of things do you do?
So ASEMS is a student-run organization. We operate 24/7 while classes are in session, and we provide basic life support and quick response to all medical emergencies on campus. We respond to a bunch of chief complaints, from lacerations to rolled ankle, which is very typical on the Amherst College campus, to chest pain, anaphylaxis, difficulty breathing. So anytime there's a medical emergency, ASEMS will be the first to respond. When we're on scene, we assess the patient and then we determine what further level of care they need, if they need a refusal, if we're taking to the health center, if we need to call Amherst Fire Department for the ambulance. And it is truly an incredible organization with compassionate, selfless, kind people, and I feel really grateful that I'm able to be a part of it.
That's fantastic. I've heard the phrase medical amnesty used a couple of times on campus. What exactly does that mean?
When a student calls ASEMS where their chief complaint is an alcohol or other drugs incident, after they are treated by ASEMS, they get contacted by Student Affairs, and they must meet with a member of the Student Affairs team. And this meeting really is intended to be a check-in meeting to ensure the well-being of the student, to provide them with any resources they may need after the ASEMS call, like basics training, and it is also enables Student Affairs to then apply amnesty to that situation. Now, what amnesty means is that this incident with alcohol or other drugs is not on the student's record.
I love that. I love that way we're putting student well-being first before above everything else.
Absolutely.
So if I'm a student on campus and I want to get involved in some way, how do I do that?
It actually begins in the fall semester. So we release an application, and then the application is submitted by the student, and our board of directors and the teaching assistants for the class that year reviews all these applications, and then we interview our students. So from that applicant pool, we choose 30, it's a very difficult decision for us only to choose 30 students, but that is how many spots we have in our January interterm course. From there, at the end of January, the students take the Massachusetts State Psychomotor exam, and then they are state certified, and then that is when the ASEMS tryout portion begins. In our tryout scenario, we have a medical and trauma component, and then along with that practical exam, we have a written exam. And so then when we are choosing who we take onto the squad, we look at their time in the class, their written exam, and their practical. It's a very holistic approach. We're looking at our students, and then that is when we accept students into the course.
I mean, that's an impressive and rigorous course, and I think we're fortunate to have you and your colleagues who are willing to go through that in order to be able to care for the community. So thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you one last question. Tell me about a favorite spot on campus.
Oh my goodness, I have a few spots on campus. I love Amherst College campus. I have two. My first would be the Science Center, which is a little dorky, but I really enjoy the greenhouse, and I love the Q Center. That's where you'll typically find me studying, in those green pods that are in the Q Center. But also, of course, my other favorite spot is the ASEMS office in Morrow. I spend quite a lot of time there, not only when I'm on call, but just with other ASEMS members doing work, or really just spending time together, because while ASEMS members truly are incredible providers, they're even better friends.
Not many people on this campus name Morrow among their favorite spots, so I'm glad that you did.
That's true. I think I'm one of the few.
Stephanie, thank you so much for being here for Between Two Mammoths, and thank you for everything you're doing for Amherst College.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.